Boys and girls, brace yourselves. Sparta Rotherham are heading to the Premier League. 11 games until the end of the season. We're 6 points behind Leicester, and we play them in a couple of matches' time. We genuinely could get promoted to the Premier League here. Equally, we've still definitely got it in us to bottle our way out of the playoffs entirely, which is, I mean, challenges in both directions. We've also got a little bit of spendy left, and I was just clicking buttons randomly before I started and noticed where the clauses live. We could get £5 million out of the Pascanu deal. Yeah, it means we don't get all of our installment. Basically, we're writing off the final installment, but getting those two early. I think we do that. I'll take £5 million now, please. I'm trying to get money in advance of Thingy Day, Next Gen Day. Why are we? The screen has stopped working. Well, that's got me a big bunch of cash in, but oh yeah, that one's still working as well. There you go. So we've taken all of our installments that we can take now. So we've now got nearly £8 million for when Next Gen Day comes along. I don't know that we're going to be able to do anything on Next Gen Day as a team in the Championship, especially with our insecure finances. It's fine, but it's nice. It's nice to have the money sat there. It's always nice to have a little bit of cash lying around. We have just been knocked out of the FA Cup as well. If you recall, at the end of the last stream, we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Manchester United on penalties, no less. Oh, we had a wang incident, didn't we? The days of having to have an embarrassing conversation with your GP are long since over. I don't know. What's the one they all the wrestling podcasts have? LOLLUJO. I think that's the one you can get. That's the one that Matt Cardona's always plugging. I believe it comes in discreet, unmarked packaging, direct to your door. I've heard that ad spot so many times. I mean, I'd stream to an audience of gentlemen of a certain age. If you want me to try and pursue the LOLLUJO sponsorship, I am up for it. We're going to do a goal here. Oh, we did a goal here! That is quite a goal. Look at that. That's quite well placed. I mean, I told you it was going to happen as well. Right. Oh, I was about to do my victory speech, and we might be about to concede a goal, which is very problematic. Because I was doing... Oh, it's offside. Thank goodness. So, are we closer to catching the rascals? We are. We're only 4 points behind Leicester, and we play them very soon. We play Preston North End, who are rock bottom of the league, next, and then I think we play Leicester the game after. That Leicester game is now an enormous match. Oh, actually, I'm sure we played them sooner than that. It's been pushed back, I think. But that's fine. That gives us more time to build up a head of steam. I'm the manager of the month. And I'm now a professional football manager. I finally have my Continental Pro. I am a professional. This is just going to encourage Chapman fanboys. That's getting tweeted. I only just seen the Marvel logo. The Marvel logo looks cool. What I would say with that, I wouldn't buy it on launch because it's the sort of set that will definitely be available £30 off by the middle of February, because it is getting some stick on Reddit, and those sets are the ones that are always discounted massively, which works as well because I believe they also sell Lego. Why is Bellil not taking the shot there? This is why he's never going to be a world-class striker. He's too unselfish. He's supposed to be our centre forward, our lone striker. Have a shot there. Just shoot. In fact, I think he's missed it. I thought he played it on to Murat. I think he's actually swung his foot at it and missed it. I don't think you can set up a Just Giving page for a person. I think it would have to be... What's the other one? Just Giving is for charities, isn't it? You can do a GoFundMe for me to buy some salmon, though. I won't object. I think that GoFundMe is at patreon.com/LOLLUJO. if you want to donate to the Salmon Fund. Chuck Wameka wants a new contract, does he? That can probably be arranged. Come and have a contract then. Come here to me. Have a little contract. Do you want some more money? Can't live on 11 grand a week. Fair enough. I can see that. It's hard to get by on 11 grand a week in Rotherham. 21 grand a week, not enough to get by in Rotherham. No, I get that. 22 seems fair. I understand. You can have it. Here you go. But I imagine Sports Interactive contract with Sega as well will have something in it about there being a game released every financial year as well. So not necessarily needing to get the money into Sega's coffers this financial year. More a case of who knows what kind of break clause there is. So much for us being in a promotion race. Leicester have now fallen out of it. We play Leicester next. We're not even chasing Leicester anymore. They're in the playoffs with us. Balil hasn't scored for 1,000 years. We had such high hopes for this boy. He'll probably still come good, but not with us. We're done with him. We need a real striker. I love the fact we're still going to call up our goalkeeper, even though he's about to retire. Does Kenneth still get in? Double penis? There's a new penis! We've got 2 penises! Marvellous! This is a little penis. I mean, the only option now is one of them gets renamed Big Penis, the other one gets named Little Penis, so we can tell them apart. I don't really see we've got any other option. Right, we're going to scout him, so he is Little Penis. And then he will now be Big Penis. Purely so we can tell them apart. Otherwise, it's going to be absolute chaos. They've got the exact same name. There's not really any other option available to me. They're both in. Yes, they are both in. I couldn't even see Little Penis there. He was hiding. Right. Now we've got all that excitement, we can go and beat Coventry. Hulk's back. Oh, now the form will return. Hulk is back. All we needed was Hulk back. Rubbish. Oh. What bodies? Did he do the chicken dance? Come on, then. We should really, rather than waiting for Next Gen Day, use this money we've now got burning a hole in our pocket to just sign him permanently. Have we got a future fee arranged for him? Because we've had him here for 2 years. And he is good. I might just... There you go. I'm going to ask my director of football to try and sign him. He is out of contract in the summer, but I just feel like he'll go somewhere else. Right then, come on, look at that. Look at him go. Now he's got his extra 11 grand a week that he needed to survive in Rotherham. He should reward me with a football goal. I give him cash, he gives me performances. That should be how this relationship works. We are annoying. We're an annoying football team. More! I mean, Leicester are top now. They've fallen out. That shows how close we've been, but we now drop down to 7 points behind them with no game in hand. We just keep dropping points when we shouldn't be dropping points. It's very simple. Ah, there you go. He started. I can live with that as a transfer fee for him. Oh, there you go. Murat's coming in. That was easy. Oh, good. And just as we lose... I mean, look, all 3 of our strikers are injured. Who on earth are we supposed to play up front? Morgan Rogers is going to be playing up front for us. I mean, I was surprised Ross Stewart took so long to have a season-ending injury, but there it is. I don't imagine any of these are going to be any good, but we'll take them on trial anyway. Right, Morris, you have got potential championship potential. So fine, you can come in. We're not going to be in the championship by the time you sign, but go for it. Anyone who says championship on there can sign. We need youngsters that we can then sell on for pennies further down the line. Curtis with a K. What will they think of next? Premier League standard. Hello. Yeah, National League standard isn't quite the same. Championship, though, we'll have a bit of that. Who needs a youth setup when you can just do this? Hello, next gen. I can't get any of you. Certainly no one who's at a proper football club. I mean, you're a possibility, I suppose, at River Plate. PSV Eindhoven, there's a possibility. Bodo Glimt, there's a possibility. Partizan, there's a possibility. Chicago Fire, there's a possibility. West Brom, but on loan from Arsenal. Pumas, possibility. Lanús, possibility. Copenhagen, guess what? It's a possibility. Anderlecht, maybe. Stoke, but on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Plovdiv, we can approach to sign him immediately. Oh, he's joining Juventus. Brøndby. Hibernian. Goodness me. There we go. Come on, then. Oh, for goodness sake. How much did we spend on that idiot? Does anyone want Bazunu? Oh, my word. Arsenal were doing that long before Stoke were. I remember Tony Adams and Steve Bold and Martin Keown and Andy Linnigan being aerial threats. And when you're trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League and you're playing like 60 plus games a season, knowing that one guy has to play in all 60 of those, although with Arsenal, it's effectively two guys. Both Odegaard and Saka basically need to play every single one of those 60 games because neither of them have a backup in the squad. That's a problem. That's two big problems. It's a much bigger problem than anything else. Now we play Leicester. That Smith Rowe at Fulham would be a good Odegaard replacement. I mean, he wouldn't be though, would he? He'd be a lovely chap to have knocking around the place, but he's not Odegaard. All you need is Liverpool to get Salah injured, and all of a sudden the title race is back on again, and Arsenal are well poised to be part of it. And fair play to them. They said this was the plan, wasn't it? Hoard a load of young players and then not have to worry about transfers for 5 years because they're all already there. And they seem to have fumbled their way to a decent manager as well. I don't even remember who I've signed in FM this year. I don't remember my saves. My stroke of genius pick. I don't know. I don't remember my saves. I play too much Football Manager to remember what's gone on in any of the saves. Tom Best. Yeah, I mean, Tom Best was just... We didn't identify him as a superstar when he came in. We just signed him and he ended up one. So I guess Tom Best probably would be the closest. 5 more matches. Now Jug's injured. Look at that horrible form. There's just no accounting for it. There's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it just happens. And you just have to accept it's just happening. We're going to beat West Bromwich. And that will be our way to get ourselves back into the playoff hunt. If we win the next 5 games, we go into the playoffs maximum form. I'm not going to restart the game. I refuse to acknowledge that can make a difference. If I start actually believing that makes a difference, then the whole playing Football Manager becomes a farce. Lovely. Get a bit more of that on there. Squeeze it all out. We did a goal as well. Beautiful. It's my 100th game at Rotherham. Goodness me. Right, come on. Do a football. They're agreeable. That means we're going to win, I think. Superman does seem to be the dullest superhero. Yeah, because unless, I mean, all things being equal, he is unbeatable. Therefore boring. Yeah, some kind of invulnerability, ability to fly, lasers out of the eyes kind of deal. That would be a pretty good set of superpowers to have. Much better than shooting sticky goop out of your wrists and being able to sit on the ceiling. And I love Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man in rural England. Waste of time. Is it public knowledge that Superman can see through people's bras? Or is that just something we know as the viewer? I can't imagine the general public in Metropolis know that Superman can see everybody's nipples. That feels like the kind of thing he'll just keep to himself. I don't see what the upside to him sharing that is. That's an element of his superpower he can probably just keep to himself. We're all of a sudden scoring football goals, and I don't really know why. I just did a really motivational team meeting, apparently. We've had 4 shots on target and scored all 4 of them. But yeah, the moment we mathematically can't go up automatically, all of a sudden we start winning again. Almost, and could I ever be a conspiracy theorist? Of course not. But it's almost as if the game made a decision that we weren't getting automatically promoted, and then in a really heavy-handed way made that happen. Do I like the Spider-Verse movies? I like them very much, yes. I think they're the best Spider-Man movies. Right, come on then. Let's have the hat trick. The hat trick. Oh, here it comes. Here's your hat trick. Boom. That's our new striker, boys and girls. All those pathetic, struggling to score goals matches, and now we've won 6-0. And Watford haven't even had a shot on target. We've had 6 shots on target and scored all 6 of them. So their goalkeeper is not... Neither goalkeeper has made a save in that match. There were 6 shots on target, all by us, and we won 6-0. So not a single save has been made in that football match. What a day for goalkeepers. Right. Ipswich are top of the league. Let's ruin their day. Why is there a cucumber in my emotes? Because about 5 or 6 years ago, when I was still streaming from the garage, I bought a really large cucumber and showed it on stream. Does there need to be any more of a reason than that? I don't think it was a general manager. It was just really big. How many inches? Loads. There'll be a clip somewhere. It was a big cucumber. Boo. The way people moan about me abusing corners now, 5 years ago, they were moaning about me abusing loans. So I had to tone it down. I'll tone the corners down for FM25, by which I mean I won't have a really good tactic immediately. So that'll be me consciously toning it down. I don't even have time to stream in the evening most days these days. Football! Lovely. Immediate reply. Used to always end the stream right before nodding to legend. That seems like very integrated thinking from somebody. That sounds a lot like, I talked about this on stream the other day. That sounds like it was right at the peak of when I decided to drop everything else and focus 100% on Football Manager content. When I did the Ron Swanson whole bottom one thing rather than half bottoming several things. So I dropped the vlog, dropped everything else, and just went all in on FM stuff. And did it for a while and then realised I got bored and needed to do some other stuff too. So I went back to half bottoming, which is where we've been ever since, with travel stuff, Pokemon stuff, Lego stuff, trying to find something else that could be as successful as FM. And we finally got there with the Lego stuff. Didn't the home videos tank? Yes, the videos tanked and the streams tanked. Everything was bad about doing that. It just killed everything. Unfortunately, I overestimated the intelligence of some of my followers, and people just found it too complicated to follow. And the issue was that it didn't stay in sequence because of the nature of how I've always worked. I've never been somebody who records my YouTube video the day before it comes out. I'm always a week or so ahead at least. So it was very difficult keeping it in sequence. And the reason I was always ahead is because I've never done like 5 days a week just making Football Manager videos. I've always batch recorded them in 1 or 2 days and then did other stuff on the other days. That was the only way to manage to keep a vlog going alongside everything. So yeah, it didn't work with the workflow because I would still have to have those other days when I was going off doing something. When in reality, all people needed to do was choose whether to follow it on Twitch or YouTube and not try and follow both. And then it was easy. Because YouTube came out at 4 o'clock every day, as always, and Twitch streams happened during Twitch streams, as always. But it was people trying to follow it on both, which I didn't really understand. And there probably weren't many people who were trying to do that, but it was enough for them to get confused, get very vocal, moan about it, and their moaning then put off the people who actually weren't that bothered, but they started moaning anyway. And it just all became a grump fest of grumpy boys. And it ruined it all. Herb's never leaving Brackley. I mean, it would take a lot to drag me away from them. You've seen the budgets I've got compared to the rest of the league. I actually think this current non-League to Legend is probably shaping up to be the best one I've ever done. It'll be the one that fewest people will have watched and most people won't remember, because of when it came out. But it's certainly the best one I've done in years. It's probably like I say, it's shaping up to be the best one I've ever done. But it's getting such lower views than normal because the game's been out over a year. But hopefully it'll be a slow burner that people are going back to for years to come and realizing, actually, this one at the end of FM24 was really good. I can't believe I didn't watch it at the time. Really good. I think another thing I'm going to start doing on non-promotion seasons is bin off that first episode of the season we do every season that no one ever watches. It's always the lowest watched episode of the season, unless I'm in a new league. But maybe include the first match of the season in the transfer special, but then the next episode comes back 10 matches in. It'll be different if it's a promotion season because you want to see how we're getting on in the new league. But if we're in the same league we were in last year, you don't need to see me play the last 2 games of the season, then do the transfer special, then play the first 2 games of the next season, because that's all happening quite close together. Right. Playoffs then. So we play Nottingham Forest. So I guess we'll do another intro for old Topher. Old Sleepy Topher.